Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wilder, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, let's talk about Ugas and Terence Crawford attendance. Excuse me. And also we can talk about should Bud take another fight. And I think tune-up is being misused, and I'm misusing that word. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notification, go live or drop a video, okay? So according to Coppinger, which, at most of the time, when you go into a sporting event, I don't know how many of y'all went to I know the professional sporting events. I ain't been to too many, I haven't been to too many college events, but at professional sporting events, they usually say, the attendance over the intercom, okay? They usually say the attendance over the intercom. So, but apparently I'm trying to look up these numbers right now. But the attendance numbers, here we go. According to Coppinger, were 39,946. I always try to say not, and I always try to avoid saying and because you're not supposed to say and when you naming that out. So, I mean, like I said before, I know somebody that went there, a few people that went to the fight. They say it was a whole bunch of kids, football leagues and teams and cheerleaders up in there. So meaning they probably give away a ton of tickets. The top two sections was closed off. The tickets was $35 at one point. The week of the fight, they went up to like $45. So, like I said before, man, it didn't even like they wasn't even talking about like $35 nosebleed sections neither. I mean, they moved everybody down. If you watch the fight, you can always tell how the crowd is and how the camera angles determine how they show the crowd. And they were just showing their lower bowl, which it was lit. I ain't gonna lie, the lower bowl was lit. Dallas come out, they come out there and show a good crowd for Errol Spence, and a good crowd not necessarily a good crowd is not necessarily it's not necessarily, the value. A good crowd is the energy. You know what I'm saying? That's a good crowd. It's the energy in the fight. It's the energy that they bring to that fight, and that's what determines a good crowd, not necessarily the value. Now, I will say a fighting event is one of the favorite fighting events to go to. It's like a party. At the NBA, NBA in the field, it's kind of more about, it's nonstop play. It's not too many breaks in the action. You got breaks, you got to rush and get a Slurpee or whatever, get some popcorn. You got to rush all the way back. It's just not a fight. It's like a club event. Especially when you get to the main card, or even before you get to the main card, because you got a couple people who come support, the fighters on the undercard and come see them. So it's like a huge event. That's exactly what it is. It's a huge event all day. It's like a big ass party. You got music going in between fights. I mean, you got music going in, during the fight sometimes. So, the fight party, man, is like going to a fight. I would recommend you going to an event. Even the local shows. I mean, I don't know how it is for y'all from Detroit. Even the local shows are lit. So yeah, it's kind of, that's something to look at too. So I mean, so it is what it is on that tip. But 39,000, almost 40, might as well call it 40,000 people. That's tough. But we already knew, you already know what it come with, bro. You already know what it come with. You already know what it come with. So, they got sued for having people buy and resell the tickets at a higher price. They banned that in the UK for Eddie Hearn, probably made his way to America. They give away tickets, all types of stuff. So, I mean, like I said before, that's up to them. Whatever they cash in, financially with, don't mean they ain't comped. They always release the numbers, how many was comped and whatever. whatever. But yeah, I said before, $35 tickets, that whole should have been filled to the brim. And the nosebleed should have been like 10 or $15. But it is what it is. You're not supposed to have an $80 event and sell $35 and $40 to get in. The bare minimum ticket is supposed to be the price of the pay-per-view, $75 to $80. Really, I seen, most of the pay-per-view event I went to was $100. Get in the door, Madison Square Garden for Triple G and Danny Jacobs. They had a flash sale on. You got this like $75, but you gotta know how to work that. But that's good money though. Even though Canelo Alvarez and but Canelo Alvarez do better there than he do. But that is old Mexico. He did versus Billy Joe Saunders, 73,126. He did that with virtual nobody over there. And Liam Smith, they still did better than he did. They still did 51,420. So even if they gave away some tickets, they still, Canelo's still a bigger draw than Dallas than he is. But if they fought together, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do big numbers. But that's good. It's good. Errol Spence doing good though because it's good. Better than most. Most can't even get up in there. But it is what it is. Solid attendance. But let's talk about it. People talking about Bud say he don't need no tune-ups, but a fight before taking Errol Spence don't necessarily gotta be a tune-up. Now, Errol Spence also said that he would go right into a Terence Crawford fight, and he didn't need no tune-ups. And when the WBA ordered Ugas to fight Stanionis in a little mini tournament, and they stood on that, and Al Heyman did his best to have Stanionis step aside for Bud. Step aside for Ugas and Errol Spence to fight. Remember that? And Spence said, well, I don't need no tune-ups. I want to go right into Crawford or Ugas. And when Ugas got tied up, then they got scared. And they made sure they paid Stanionis to step aside, which you see my video earlier, Steven Espinoza talking about it's a problem for Bud to work with MTK Global, or as long as MTK Global and Daniel Kinahan can't be involved in the Spence deal, which is another excuse, right? Because obviously they worked the deal with MTK Global and Stanionis. So what they got to do about the price of tea in China? Nothing. They work with a couple guys from MTK Global. So, like I said before, another smoke screen. It's more BS. So, you talking about, you can't work with him. It is what it is. Bud said he might come back May, June, or July, make it look more like June or July, but who knows? People say, we need tune-up, but they initiated a step-aside deal with Stanionis. Well, if Bud need tune-up and Spence need tune-up, we should have came back in April and did it. Bud coming on a quick turnaround, Errol Spence getting all the rest, but I digress, bro. But talking about who he could fight, he don't really need a promoter. Even Top Rank opened the doors back up to him to come fight Josh Taylor. They can cut Top Rank out the deal, and MTK Global can just do the fight and find a promoter to do the fight overseas. He can fight Michael McKisson. Eddie Hearn can offer that fight up. He can go to the UK with Eddie Hearn and fight David Alresian. Or PBC can offer him a fight with Keith Thurman or something. I know Flam was saying, well, no, we made it this far and he might get injured. Hey, man, it's just like, the Bible say. It was written. Can't worry about crossing the street. You can't worry about getting hit. And if that's your story, that's your story. Because as of right now, Crawford still doesn't have a deal to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence is lobbying saying that's the only fight I want. Take the L out of Lover. It's over for me fighting Keith Thurman. This, that, and the third. Now he fighting for the fight. Come on, because he got to be a man of his word, and it's on the grand scale. This ain't when he was a little unknown fighter, a little known fighter around the world when he was saying he told Errol Spence to get a belt and then he'll fight him. He told Terence Crawford to get a belt and then he'd fight him. The whole world is looking at this. He gonna look like Punani if he don't get this fight done. But if I'm Terence Crawford, why am I waiting around for a dude? Every time I turn my fucking head, he injured. Every time I turn my neck, he in a damn car accident. And, he been dragging me through the mud, talking about 70, 30, 80, 20, all this stuff. Why would I sit here and wait on the unsure thing? Why would I hinge my whole 2022 on one fight in November? Come on. And shit about to get real bad out here in the economy. Why not get 2 paydays? Or at least get one for sure payday if I wait around for Spence. and the fight don't happen, we still don't have a deal. He been 5 months removed for Top Rank, and he still don't have a deal. So why shouldn't he take another fight? Make too much sense. He gonna wait all the way to November and then fight Errol Spence, and then he lose, and then niggas gonna be, oh, see, he should have took a fight. No. You know, in November, somebody gets sick or COVID or whatever, then you gotta wait for 3 or 4 more fights. I think I should have fought. You know, shit, get in there with Sandor Martin. You know, you got Keith Thurman, Sandor, no, Martin, not Stayonis, excuse me. It could be Cody Crawley, man. You sitting around waiting for that dude, man. You crazy. That motherfucker fight once in a year and a half. Cody Crawley or something like, man, he need to come back in June or July and get a fight in. Make sure he gets some money. At least, because you waiting on this dude, bro. Y'all, you might not be in the ring until 2023 again. But that's up to him. If they give him a lucrative deal to fight Errol Spence in November, cool. And then it's a little clause in there where if I fight Errol Spence in November and he don't fight, I still get a fight. Cool. Protect yourself. At least make sure you for sure get one payday. But like I said before, you want to at least get one payday in for sure, especially when it started to get cold, diseases started to get spread, niggas started to get sick, and Errol Spence is very inconsistent. You don't know what he gonna do. So, like I said, man, if he gonna fight, man, you got guys like Eddie Hearn got a lot of little knick-knack fights to give to him. Sandor Martin, David Alvarezzian, you know what I'm saying? Canelo do it, fight Liam Smith and shit. Keith Thurman, if PBC want to offer you another fight, Keith Thurman, I don't know what the hold up is, but at the end of the day, we do know a fight's still not signed. So he got to get in where he fit in at. But hopefully they sign and they figure out something. If not, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance notification. We go live drop a video. Want to financially support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate. Comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance and notifications. Appreciate the love and support. One time.